I'm Cameron Jones, Red Seal Journeyman Carpenter, and I believe I finished school in 2009. I was in I believe I was in fourth year of school in 2008, and it came through our instructor at University of the Fraser Valley. They just asked if anybody would be interested in jumping in with the Skills Canada competition, and I put my hand up and just saw it as an opportunity to get some more experience in the trade and in something different. It started at I was at the TradeX in Abbotsford, BC, and I think there were 16 people entered in it from different colleges in BC. I probably placed 12th or 13th, something out of the 16. And at the time, it was good to see the different levels of carpenters entered into it and to see how I measured up against them in specific skill sets. Finishing carpentry is sort of my thing, but currently I work as a general foreman for a big contractor. So getting through the whole gamut of the trade and being able to oversee these things is what I enjoy the most now. I really just wanted to see if I could do it. It was a challenge that I'd never competed in anything other than like team sports, volleyball or basketball or soccer. And I just wanted to see where my skill set laid out in comparison to other people in the province. Yeah, we had to build I believe it was a 6x10 or 6x8 greenhouse with a gambrel like barn style roof, and then it had cedar siding on the exterior as well. And they gave us a set of drawings that had numbers on it, but the math for cutting the rafters as well as the size of the openings, the door openings and windows and stuff was had to be calculated. So you had to start by calculating what materials you had, and finding out different lengths of rafters and using the stuff you learned in school to build the finished product. So you had to work through the drawings and figure out cut lists, and then you had a stack of material and a blank slate on the concrete floor to start building a greenhouse from the bottom up. I've always been around the trades. When I was young, I was always at work with my father, who was an electrician. And I didn't have any direction coming out of high school. I left the country for a few years, traveled around, came back to BC, and I think I was working in a warehouse at the time, and a friend of mine's dad was a carpenter and needed a helper. So I started working with him, and after about a week, he basically brought the apprenticeship papers to work, made me sign up, and then he started catering his tasks and jobs that he was doing towards what they teach in first and second year of apprenticeship, and then got me set up, sent me to school, and sent me on my way. I had an opportunity to work on the Abbotsford Hospital with PCL. That was probably my first big commercial project. I really enjoyed it. It was close to home, and it was I went from framing chicken barns and doing residential projects right into a big commercial world where safety is number one, and there's 200 or 300 guys on site. So I sort of got fast-tracked into learning how different trades operated together and how they overlapped and how a building process would start in a commercial building. So I'd say that was probably the project I've enjoyed most over the years. just for the younger guys that maybe aren't getting as much grasp on their trade or as much recognition as they think they deserve, to just keep working at it and build your skill set and everything first. Show up every day, and it'll come eventually.